Let me ask you something. I know you've been told you need 2 years of tax returns, a business plan, and a stack of financial documents just to be considered for a business loan. Then you go through all of that and the bank still says no because you don't fit their exact requirements. Next, when you do find a business loan, you're looking at a cap that feels like it was designed for a corner store, not a business with real growth plans. Look, I know $5,000 sounds like a lot until you realize it covers your real estate, your equipment, and your working capital all at once. That cap has held business owners back for years. But all of that just changed. The SBA just announced the biggest loan limit increase in its history. And if you own a business, this video is for you. What's good, everybody? Marvin here, and I drop videos every week about banks, credit unions, and business funding. Today, we're breaking down a major announcement from the Small Business Administration that every business owner needs to hear, because this directly impacts how much funding you can access starting July 4th, 2026. You need to write that date down. Stay with me through this entire video because I'm going to walk you through what changed, what it means for your business, what documents you need, and what you don't need. And I'm going to give you a clear strategy of how to position yourself to take full advantage of this right now. When I tell you what the SBA actually said and who this is for, you're going to want to share this video with every business owner that you know. On May 18th, 2026, SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler made an announcement that changes the game for small business owners across every industry. Here's what the SBA said, and I'm quoting directly from their official press release. The Trump SBA is unleashing historic new capital to support millions of small businesses that are currently in growth mode. By doubling the combined loan limits of the SBA's 7A and 504 loans, this administration is empowering job creators, particularly manufacturers, to invest in American workers, rebuild our industrial strength, and grow the small business economy. Look, guys, that's not a blog post. That's not a rumor. That's the SBA's own words. So effective July 4th, 2026, eligible borrowers can now combine a 7A loan and a 504 loan for up to $10 million in SBA-backed financing. That's double the previous $5 million combined limit. And here's the key line from the SBA announcement. Guys, I want you to listen to this super carefully. By decoupling the 7A loan balances from the 504 program, the SBA is giving capital-intensive small businesses, including those, listen up, construction, logistics, energy, and food production, and related industries, with greater flexibility to pair long-term financing for real estate and equipment with working capital to support operations and expansion. But before you think this is only for huge companies, I'm about to break down exactly who qualifies and how someone just getting started can still use the SBA to access funding right now. Let's make sure everyone understands the two main SBA loan programs involved in this announcement because they serve very different purposes. For smart business owners, use both of them. All right, we're going to start off with the 7A loan. That's their flagship program. Okay, it covers working capital, equipment purchases, real estate acquisition, and even refinancing existing business debt. Repayment terms go up to 25 years under the new rule. You can now access up to $5 million through this program alone. The SBA 504 loan is for major fixed assets. We're talking commercial real estate, land, and large equipment. This also carries up to 25 years, and you access it through what are called Certified Development Companies, or CDCs, which are community-based nonprofit lenders approved directly by the SBA. Here's the power move, guys. Under the new rule, you can now stack both. Get $5 million through the 7A working capital and operations, then layer another $5 million through the 504 for real estate and equipment. That's a $10 million SBA-backed financing for one business. That has never been possible before July 4th of this year. So make sure you guys share this video. Now, here's where most business owners get this wrong. They think they need mountains of paperwork to even start. Let me show you what exactly determines your documentation requirements. And one of the biggest myths holding business owners back from the SBA loans is the paperwork fear. People hear SBA loan and they immediately think tax returns, business plan, financial projections, and balance sheets. And yes, for larger loan amounts, some of that documentation is required, but here's what most people don't know. The SBA itself does not set documentation requirements. That's set by the individual lender, and the amount you request directly determines how much documentation they ask for. So for loan requests under $25,000, many SBA lenders ask for very little documentation. In most cases, you're looking at bank statements and your incorporation documents. That's it. No business plan, no tax returns, no financial projections. For loan requests between $25,000 and $50,000, you may be asked for light documentation. Things like 3 months of bank statements, proof of income, and business registration. All right, for the larger amounts, especially as you move towards six figures and beyond into the $10 million territory, lenders will want to see business tax returns, financial statements, and a business debt schedule. All right, here's my recommendation. I would say, look, guys, start at $25,000, get approved, build your relationship with that lender, then use that track record to go back for more. That's the layering strategy. You can stack multiple $25,000 approvals from different lenders to build towards $100,000 in total funding without triggering heavy documentation requirements at each stop. All right, for those of you who are ready for the larger amounts, stay with me because I'm about to tell you the one factor that makes lenders approve faster and less pushback. All right, here are three factors that determine how much your approval process is. This is where it starts. Your personal credit score, your business structure, and your time in business. And on the personal side, while many lenders set their floor at 640, the higher you are with your credit score, the less documentation they'll pull. If you're walking in at a 700 and above with properly structured business, you're making the underwriter's job easy. And when you make their job easy, they approve faster. I know some of you are sitting at 700 or above right now. And if that's you, there's something specific I want to tell you at the end of this video. So look, don't go anywhere. Let's do a quick run through SBA eligibility so you know exactly where you stand. All right, number one, your business must be a for-profit and legally organized as a sole proprietor, LLC, corporation, or a partnership. Nonprofits, gambling operations, and adult entertainment businesses, I'm sorry, guys, it's not eligible. Number two, your business must be located and operating in the United States. Number three, you need fewer than 500 employees in most cases to meet the SBA's definition of a small business. And number four, your business must have a sound purpose and demonstrate a reasonable ability to repay the loan. The last point, the ability to repay, is why your bank statements and income documentation matter when tax returns aren't required. Lenders need to see money moving through your business account, so stop using Venmo, PayPal, and all that stuff. Now, if this video is giving you a clearer picture of how to access SBA funding, do me a favor, guys. Drop SBA in the comments right now. That word tells me that you're serious about growing your business, and it helps the video reach more business owners that need to hear this. And here's the 4-step strategy I want you to walk away with today. Step number one, structure your business properly. Get your EIN, open a dedicated business checking account, establish your Dun & Bradstreet number, which is free, and build your business credit through net 30 accounts and vendor credit trade lines. Business credit helps. This is what separates the business owners who get approved from the ones that get denied. Step number two, keep your initial request at or under $25,000 per lender. This keeps documentation minimal and approval speed faster. Then repeat with multiple preferred lenders with non-SBA loans to build towards your target total. All right, step number three, start with the SBA 7A microloan or a $25,000 SBA 7A from an SBA preferred lender. These have the most lenient requirements, the fastest approvals, and they don't require 2 years of business tax returns. Many have programs specifically designed for business owners under 1 year old. Step number four, as you build your track record with SBA lenders, position yourself for the larger loan tiers. where the new $10 million combined limit becomes your ceiling, but it's not your starting point. Now, if you've been listening closely, you already know what comes next. This is for the business owners who are ready to move right now. Look, if your personal credit score is at 700 and above and you're serious about getting funding or scaling your business, I want to talk to you directly. I want to invite you to a business strategy Zoom call with myself and my team, and we're going to look at your specific business situation, your credit profile, your funding goals, and we're going to map out exactly which funding program and which lenders and which strategy puts you in a position to get approved. This call is designed for business owners who are ready, not exploring. Look, they're not just curious, they're ready. All right, if your score isn't at 700, stay tuned because I got a video specifically for you. But if you are 700, I need you to click that link in the description and let's go. Now, I know some of you watching this are thinking, Marvin, the SBA sounds great, but I'm not ready for that level yet. I need something I can access right now where I'm at today. I hear you guys. Just think about this. I hear you. And I've already got that video ready for you. Look, click the video on your screen right now. This lender gives $25,000 to any business owner. This is where I break down a credit union that some business owners can join with real products, real limits, and a real path to funding. No SBA paperwork required to get started. And remember, guys, let's get to the money.
And we're here to help empower your finances.